Welcome to the Scripted Scrolls. In tonight's episode, we're going to be discussing the difference in memory and storage. We're going to look at a Python script that displays how much RAM you have, how much you're currently using, and then the same thing for your storage. Several times a month, I help a client with memory issues, and 100% of the time, the user tells me that they've already deleted a bunch of files from their computer, but nothing helped. There's still a lot of people that don't understand the difference in memory and storage. So what is the difference? Memory, or your RAM, is like a temporary storage for apps that your computer is currently using. So most modern computers will have somewhere between 8 and 32 gigabytes. And the amount of RAM or memory you have doesn't determine how many games you can install or how many files you can store on your computer. But it does help determine how many things you can run at once. So if you've got a bunch of large PDF files or video files you're working with, or you've got 37 tabs open in your web browser, that's where your memory comes into play. It's temporary in that when you restart your computer, the RAM clears. Everything's out of it. If you get a memory issue, rebooting your computer typically helps until you start to open a bunch of files again. Deleting files from your PC does not help with memory issues. Storage is how much space you have on your computer. This is your computer's hard drive or your SSD. This is where you store files long term. So when you restart your computer, everything stays where you saved it at. And the amount of storage you have on your computer does determine how many games you can install, how many files you can download. And deleting files does help with low storage issues. Your computer might have more than one storage drive. Modern computers a lot of times will have like an SSD drive, which is just a faster type of storage. That's where your operating system, Windows or OS X, is installed. And then sometimes you'll have a slower drive for storage, probably a 1 terabyte or something along those lines. So let's go ahead and take a look at our Python script. Let's get that downloaded. As always, you can download all of my scripts using my Chrome Web Store extension. It works across all Chromium-based browsers, Opera, Edge, and Chrome. I've tested so far with no issues. If you go to the Chrome Web Store, search for Jimmortality's Automation Arsenal. Once it's installed, all you have to do is click the extension, choose the script that you want to download, click download. It's that simple. The other option is to go to digitallydestroyed.com/scripted, where I have all of these zip files hosted there as well. The link will be in the description. All right, so once we get the files downloaded and extracted, we're going to take a look at two different files here, our quick setup wizard batch file and our system info py file. I'm going to go ahead and open those up in Notepad++. I've got the quick setup wizard batch file here first. Same as last time if you've watched any of my other videos. It's got a little social media information. It automatically installs the required dependencies for the Python script, and then it'll just execute the script, which is here. And go ahead and open the script up, and we'll take a look. So what it does is it imports these two things that we just installed with the bat file. It gathers the CPU brand and model, gives you some information about the CPU, how fast it is, and things like that, memory information, and then the storage information. Let's go ahead and run that and take a look at what it looks like. This is running the bat file. So it tells you here the social media info we looked at, installs the dependencies. I already have it installed here. And then here we go, CPU brand, frequency, and the number of cores. And then we've got our memory, available memory, used memory, and then the same thing for the drives. And as you can see here, there are 2 drives installed on this machine. That's why you see the E drive and the C drive. So that's it for tonight's script. Pretty simple one. If you want to try to challenge yourself and modify the script a little bit, you could convert the units from megabytes to gigabytes. You could do a little research on that and find out how to make that happen. You could use ChatGPT to ask how to make that happen. You could have it print specific information. Say you don't want the CPU information to show. That would be a fun one there. You could try to save the information to a file, have it write to a text file is another fun one that's not too hard to do. And I look forward to seeing what everyone does with it in the comments below. And I look forward to seeing everyone next time. If you haven't done so yet, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for what's coming next.